Good morning, everyone, and happy winter solstice and summer solstice for my friends in the southern hemisphere. But today here we celebrate the return of the sun, and the days are getting longer, and I'm just so happy to be celebrating this with you guys. Love you. And here comes Stuart. He's celebrating too. I'm even wearing my happy solstice sock today. Hope you're all doing well. We didn't get any more snow, but there's still a little bit down on the ground, so we're doing fine. Let's see what Mary Kay has to say this morning. Okay, Mary. Mary's talking about success today. The real success of our personal lives and businesses can best be measured by the relationships we have with the people most dear to us, our family and friends. If we fail in this aspect of our lives, no matter how vast our worldly possessions or how high we climb, we will have achieved very little. And she is a wise woman, and I agree with her. Let's see, we'll check out this side of the bookcase today. I'm just trying not to swing my camera around so violently and get you guys ill. Look how old these books are now. They're just like, my grandkids are going to be like, look at what Grandma has. She has books. Remember books? Here's one of my favorite. Look at this copy of The Hobbit I have. It's boxed. And then I have three, the Lord of the Rings series. I literally got these from one of my aunts for like my 10th birthday. So, yeah. The card for the day is Temperance. And if you look at this card, Temperance to me represents, and probably to a lot of people, balance and moderation and trying to see how they're shifting the water from one cup to the next. When you kind of do that in your life, you're shifting priorities around, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, trying to find the right blend. It can also be a card of alcoholism, which doesn't apply to me anymore. I don't drink. I haven't drank in the last 10 years or so. But yeah, usually speaks of moderation. So let's see. I'm trying to open the book at the same time here. Okay. There we go. Whee! Temperance. Balance, blending, adaptation, self-control, working in harmony with others, patience, cooperation, self-discipline, able to coordinate the work of many and to work in harmony with others, good management skills, go with the flow, moderation is needed, finding peace and harmony by combining different elements and creating a personal formula for success. May indicate a problem with alcohol, calm, personal power, well-balanced temperament and outlook, patience, successful combinations will be achieved. And it says, remind you to be tolerant and patient as you go through life. And we could all learn that lesson, right? So here's to tolerance and patience as we go through life. And let's go to our real witches year. Oh, and did you guys, when I woke up this morning, I definitely rang my solstice bell. I'm not doing anything big today, but Tom and I will light the Yule log later on this evening and just have a dinner together and celebrate quietly. Our big celebration for family and friends will be on the 25th, but I am wishing you all a bright Yule and winter solstice here. Okay, let's see what Kate has to say this morning. Can't master this. By the time I get the one hand thing down, I'll be done vlogging. Which I'm going to miss vlogging, you guys. Okay, Yule. Yule. The winter solstice is the start of winter and the time of year when we celebrate the rebirth of the sun. Since the summer solstice, the days have been getting shorter and the nights longer. But now the tide is about to turn and we celebrate the return of the Sun King. As Yule is a solstice, it can fall on any date from 20 to 23 of December, although many celebrate it on the 21st anyway. After dusk, gather your group together and place your Yule log on a safe table in the center of your gathering. Check that all the candles are secure and the log is stable and cannot be upset by children or pets. Each person in turn should state something positive they are thankful for in the previous season. Then, again in turns, they should state something they wish for the coming season and light their candle. It is worth remembering to light the candles furthest away first so that no one has to stretch over an already lit candle. Whilst the candles are burning, you could also slice and eat a chocolate Yule log or simply discuss the things you hope to see in the coming season. The candles should be extinguished before they reach the wood, as they may set it alight. If you have an open fire, there is an older way of performing this rite in which you first burn last year's Yule log on the fire. From its flames, you light the candles on the new Yule log. The cold and dark of winter are as necessary to life as the heat and light of summer. And that is the truth. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take a shower, get dressed, make my juice, do everything that way, and then I will show you 2 more of my journals. I still got a lot of stuff to do today, but I was a busy girl last night, and I think I'll show you what I made, but if I do show you, I'm going to have to ask who might be watching this. I might have to ask 2 people not to look, or they'll spoil their surprise. But I'll see if I decide I want to do that or not. So I'll be back in a little bit. Again, you guys, wishing you nothing but the brightest blessings today and every day. See you in a bit. Okay, guys, you know the drill. I'm such a creature of habit. It's funny to look back on and see stuff. But while waiting for my hair to dry, I thought it might be a great opportunity to finish going through journals. I'm going to go through 2 today. And this one I have is April. And I told you yesterday that for May, I did a written journal. So I'm not going to share that with you. And I didn't do it well, trust me. I didn't do the whole month at all. There were maybe a few days that I wrote. And then I have June's journal. So April, not showing you May, and June. April was a cookbook, which you can faintly see through the cover here, Cooking with Jen Eyre. And I covered this outside book. I got the book in an auction box lot, I think. And this, to me, looks like tissue paper, I think. My plan, I'm sure, was to further embellish this. But as you can see the old title right through the thing. So this is where I start. The weather was warming up. I used some of the inspiration sticks from Crazy Island Family in here, but not every page. I'll show you what we got. Let's see. This is an example of something that's not like me at all, but I did this really cool background. It's a double page spread. And yeah, it was around Ostara and Easter and springtime, but I'm not much for cutesy, so I have a feeling that this might have been based on a prompt like Ad Magazine collage or something. There was a cool dragonfly in the corner there. But I did some, I was trying to get into borders and things, but I really do like that background. Lots of texture, lots of, I don't know, it feels like maybe tissue paper or paper towels stamped and painted on. This next page I love, 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 and this is something that I definitely will scan. Surprised I haven't done it yet. Just painting, and again there's that border with the dangles. I love dangles. Lots of stamping and book page. I guess I was doing a lot of 2-page spreads there. I love the colors in this. I really like this pages a lot. Oh, and this one too. And you know what's sad is that things start to stick together. This is something that I have scanned, and this is definitely one of my very favorite pieces. Background, paint, acrylic paint, and then paper collage. There's so much going on here. Let's see. Daydream Believer, another song. Love the Monkees. I get a lot of crap about that sometimes, but I love the Monkees. Okay, let's see. Acrylic paint and stamping in the background. This fairy came from my friend Deb Buchanan, Serendipity 629. She sent me her in some Happy Mail. The collage, the tree, which is magazine paper collage. I just did little tiny strips and created the tree, but it was starting to get stuck together. The butterfly was also from Deb. I wish I could see through the book, as well as the mushrooms. This fairy is a girl that I drew a few years ago, and I incorporated her into the drawing. I used watercolor paper with inks and stamping for the border. Look at my nails, you guys. Remember the other day I had my spa day? What is the point? Probably that night I got paint all over them. So anyway, yeah, I love this page. It makes me happy when I look at it. And that's what it's all about, right? Okay, I like this page too. I actually like this whole journal. This is, I love to draw silhouettes because they're easy, you know, and they're dramatic. So I did this background same way, acrylic paint, stamping, collage, and then I did this mermaid. Probably, I think I did her on the back of a notebook. I did it at Tom's. I can remember sitting on the bed and doing this. And then colored her in with a black Sharpie and cut her out. And then this mermaid was from a magazine, and I drew the trident in her hand. And the quote is, "Mermaids don't lose sleep over the opinions of shrimp." And I thought that was great. So again, playing around with borders. That's the border is magazine collage, and then me just black and white, black and white. Yeah, so that one's cute too, right? Mermaids don't lose sleep over the opinions of shrimp. Be a mermaid. Okay, here's another, this morning for solstice, I'm like all up in your stuff. I posted on my Facebook page, Ring Out Solstice Bells, Jethro Tull. Thumbs up for any Jethro Tull fans. And speaking of Jethro Tull, this one is titled, Let Me Bring You Songs from the Wood. One of my favorite Tull albums. And this little bird came from my friend Allie, Dingley Delification, in some Happy Mail from her. I just did her face. I was really into tree people at the time. And lots of stamping and collage. There's just a lot going on here. Whoa. So I like this page as well. This next one I did specifically for my grandson Carter. He wrote out his ABCs on a piece of paper that I keep the bottom half of my refrigerator for my grandchildren. And he had done I have to do it for Riley now too. And Jacoby, oh my goodness, I owe Jacoby something. I haven't made him anything. Anyway, Cart did his alphabet. And then I took that and sprayed on it and then made a rocket ship and put his head in the rocket ship. So that's his handwriting in the background. And I made the rocket ship out of aluminum foil tape. And that's his beautiful face. And I love this. And I should scan this and print this out for him. Good idea for a Christmas gift, Grandma. Can you believe, you guys, in a little while, when I'm done here, I'll show you what I've been working on. And I've already asked Patty and Kat not to look, because although I have for other people, those two specifically, their surprise will be ruined. So I'll show you that stuff later. But literally, hi, December 21st, on Yule, I'm making presents. Next year I'll be better. I say that every year. What's better? It's all about love. It's all loving. You know what? Every day is blessings and Yule and presents and love. I don't need a day to show my love. And of course it's fun and everything else, but I'll show you my love all year round. Anyway, here's another cool page. I was into mermaids, obviously, at the time. Love, love, love the teal and the pinky purple. I know Claudia Rossi loves that combination too. So do I, Claudia. I use my butterfly stamps. I painted this girl. All my girls tend to look alike at some point. And I put this netting on. She didn't get caught in the web. She swam out. But there is some netting and a beautiful sun symbol on her forehead, which is appropriate for today. So no quote on this one. And honestly, you guys, quotes are something that I see other people do and that I've emulated in my own art, but it's not something I naturally do in my art. I don't really always want to put a word. I kind of started doing it because that's what you do in your art journal, right? You put a quote. But I don't always do that, and lately especially. This one I really like a lot. And this has a lot going on. And speaking of Pink Floyd, and is this the last page? Yeah, this is the last page in here. Okay. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. And I think the other day I told you guys probably didn't even catch it, or maybe some of you did, when I was showing you the Pink Floyd picture, and I said it was from the Pink Floyd song Breathe on the Dark Side of the Moon album. No, it's not. It's from the Pink Floyd song Time. Ticking away. That's Time. That's not Breathe. Breathe, breathe in the air. That's Breathe, not Time. Anyway, wow. This one is all in all, it's just another brick in the wall from the Pink Floyd album, The Wall. The fairy is from Deb Buchanan, again. The heart was from a piece of art that I incorporated into it. So here we go. All right. I had recently gotten a brick wall stencil. So I did this. It's raised and textured, and I believe I used some golden texture paste. I don't have that any longer. I stamped out the words. I used spray inks on them. I told you the fairy came from Deb. The background is all paper towel and tissue paper and just feels really cool. And this heart I did on a piece of cardboard, and this is all eggshell that I had dyed also with my homemade alcohol spray inks. So there's that. So that's it for April's journal, which is a pretty cool journal. It might be my favorite one so far, except for the first. I'm not crazy about that one. My least favorite picture. Okay, now you're going to laugh at me for June, because obviously I was busy having fun in the summertime. Excuse me. And didn't spend a lot of time journaling, because I'm going to show you this and you're going to laugh at me. But I had good intentions. So this is about where my interest started to wane. I think I probably got a taste in May of not doing it just by the written journal. So by the time June came along, it was starting to feel like a chore, which I don't want it to be. But anyway, June's journal is made out of manila folders. Don't know where I got the idea from. I've seen a lot of people do it. It is covered with baby wipes that had, you know, were my paint rags. And then I decoupaged over the whole thing. So that's front and back. And honestly, I'm sure my intention again was to further embellish or do something further. Okay, the first page that I did was this one. And I'm telling you guys, I was not feeling it. I drew her out on some book page. I think I used my new watercolor pencils, or crayons, I'm not sure. Glasses from a magazine collage, a little Zentangle border. Not my favorite picture at all, not really feeling it. The next thing I did, there's no order in this book, was I worked on my sister, Miss Rita Marie, the Gypsy, her No Boundaries workshop. She offered a free workshop and I took it. So this girl is her head and the hat and everything is all Rita Marie. I just colored it. And I added the steampunk goggles. The body is collage, the flowers are collage, the balloons are collage. I did stamping, I did torn book page in the background. So yeah, this was my entry, if you will, for Rita Marie's No Boundaries class. And I just wound up doing that right in my journal. And then her head had a different body that Rita had drawn, and I didn't want to get rid of it, so I colored it in, and I glued it onto, I was trying to be funny, I was going to do more collage. I glued the body onto this head of Frida Kahlo, and I was going to do more collage and do more with this page, and I absolutely didn't. So there's Rita's body, which I put my own clothing on, if you will. I think I did the arms the same as hers. Anyway, with Frida Kahlo's head. I'm sure there's a lot of Frida Kahlo fans out there, right? Did you guys see Frida, that Netflix movie that Selma Hayek did? She was amazing in it. What a great movie. Okay, don't ask me why. I have a feeling this was a use up your paint page. And I thought that I was going to do further with it, but these are not my colors. I'm not a big orange fan. I know my sister of the moon, Donathan, it loves her orange. So, Donathan, there's some orange for you, but this is not really pleasing to me, and I never did anything further with it. Then, honestly, you guys, this is so sad. This is pleasing to me, and I think the same thing. I think it was a wipe off. I think I was doing other things and just used this journal with the hopes that I was going to do more with it, and I did not. Is that the UPS man? I love the UPS man. Okay. This page, I watched, I think the movie was called An Apology to Elephants, narrated by Lily Tomlin on Netflix, and wow, you guys, yeah, that's how I felt about it. I had a hard time. I'm not even sure if I watched the whole thing. I don't think I could get through it all. I think I made Tom turn it off like 3/4 of the way through. It hurt my heart so bad. But someone encouraged me to journal about it, and so I did. And I will never go to another circus that uses live animals in their acts. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Good old Netflix, changing the world. Okay, more. I must have got a new stencil. That's a Delusion stencil. More wipe off. And more wipe off. And this is like metallic. And here's the last page. And that, my friends, was the month of June. So, I have 2 more left. Or 2 more left. I'll share those with you tomorrow. What I'm going to do is, I can't believe, see, you got to see Cali Messy Head again. But you know what? I don't care. We're keeping it real here, okay? This is not a beauty guru channel. You like my shirt? It's cool, right? I thought with the solstice, with the shiny, shiny. And does anybody else... I cannot stand long sleeves around down to my wrists. Especially, I can if I'm cold or if they have... Remember when shirts used to have the hole for your thumb when I was younger? I always have to push them up. Especially when I'm crafting and arting and gluing and painting and stuff. And sometimes I'll watch people on YouTube and they have long sleeves on when they're crafting. And I'm like, doesn't that bother you? Pull your sleeves up. Is it just me? All right, you guys, listen. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to ask Patty and Kat. You know who you are, girls. I left you messages. We've already discussed this. I'm going to ask you girls to leave the room. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to get what I was working on for the last 2 days And I'm going to share it with you. And I'm going to ask that they specifically not watch this next part. And I'm even going to put up a title page after this that says, "Don't peek." And Kat has assured me she won't, and I'm sure Patty won't either. But I have other people that I'm going to be. I have 3 more days till the end of the week. And yes, friends and family, if you see me after Christmas, you know, give me a break. Am I saying give me a break? Not that I knew that this holiday was not like all year, but I do this all the time. Anyway, I'm not done is my point. So girls, Patty specifically and Kat, you guys leave the room right now because I am going to show your solstice gifts. And you guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to, yeah, I'll be right back. So no peeking, girls. Okay, guys, I've jumped over here because it's easier to show you. I'm not going to tell you who's getting what, and I'm not finished yet. Like I said, what's the rush? One thing that I'll show you that takes so much time that I've been working on is, I think I showed this to you, this box to you guys a while ago. It's made out of polymer clay tiles, and this is when I was just getting started learning how to do it. But what I use it for is to hold more polymer clay tiles. And specifically what I was working on the last couple days were these black and white ones. Oh, hello. I have a bunch of different ones. And these, I use my silk acrylic glazes for things like that. And I have a bunch of them. So my purpose is to go ahead and make more mosaics, right? But let me tell you something, especially this one, something like this is fairly simple to make, okay? And fine, got that down. Something like this takes making the tile, hand painting it. I did 2 coats and a coat of glaze, hours. So yeah, I need more clay too. So I spent a lot of time making tiles, which I still want to do more today because like I said, I have more projects. One thing I'm working on, I just started that I didn't go any further, but you see a million of these. I'm going to do a dragon's eye. This is not for a gift. This is just for me playing around. But this is where he is so far. And I actually did a polymer clay cane underneath for the pupil. Look at the glare, sorry. Which now that I look at it, I kind of wish I did like orange or red, but I did blue. And I'm going to build up scales. I've seen Lynn from Lynn's Crafts do these. I watched another tutorial that just happened to come on the other night. So I'm working on that. I also thought it might be a cool, like, you know, on a book. Oh, book! You know, great for Halloween and stuff. So this is not, you know, obviously my idea, but working on that a little bit, just playing around, using those stones that I use for the galaxy stones behind it. Yes, I could speak. Okay, remember the coasters that I got from the auction with the picture frames in them? Well, I did a couple of those, and I thought I left the back where you can still put your own picture in, but for now I put a picture of one of my favorite Zentangle fairies. Again, sorry for the, but so it's just that, and I turned it into a picture frame, right? So there's that. And then I did this one, which I haven't put a picture in yet. So Instant Family, whose ever family that is in there. Okay. And then I'll show you something just little. I made a necklace just with a little lobster clasp at the end and cording, and a little crescent moon with a star dangle. Just very simple. I would totally wear that myself. So, and all of these gifts, obviously, I've just infused with love. And, yeah, sorry for my fingernails again. Sorry for the fact that I grow nails out of the ends of my fingers. What? Oh, the coffee pot. You know, I've had enough coffee today already. It's 12 o'clock and I'm ready to rock. I got a lot of work to do again today, but I'm having fun. Okay, remember the Green Man tile that I showed you earlier in the week with those stained glass coasters? Well, I had another idea. I took another coaster. This one I think was black on the back, or dark blue. I used a pop top to make a hanger, and I just glued it on with E6000. I'm sure you could use hot glue, I guess. I let it dry overnight, and the front, you tell me if you like it or not. Excuse the mirror that's going to shoot at you, but so this one, I did the cutouts to let the mirror shine through, obviously, and I used these blue stones. Again, got at the auction, got the coaster at the auction, got the stones at the auction, bought the clay myself and the mica powders and stuff. So I really love this. I like, you know, when I make gifts for others, I want them myself. So I put, not that I'm not going to give them, that's not it, but I make things that I know that I love, and I think you can feel that love when you get them. Okay, 2 more things that I'm not done with that I'm going to finish today, along with some other things. But I'm pleased with the way that they're coming out, and maybe next year I'll do a set of these, but these will be given individually. I'll show you the first one first. But what I need to do today is turn these into candles. So I'm going to be melting wax today, and Kat, you better not be watching this, but no worries, I have my baking soda close by. So I will be filling these with wax and making these candles, but for now, I did the jars with polymer clay, and this one I did a dark blue, and there are cutouts in the jar that will glow when the candle is being burned inside. So these star cutouts that you can see are light blue. You can see the light through them now, but when the candle is lit, they will glow. So there's this one, and this is all polymer clay, and I use my Deco Art metallic paints for the top. I was gonna cover, you know, this is obviously a recycled jar. I'm not crazy about the ridges in the, so I may put a ribbon around it or something. Obviously take it off when you burn it, but that's the only thing I'm not crazy about. Maybe I could do twine, or you could glue charms or something, but for now I'm going to leave it as it is, and I will be pouring these with Christmas wax. So that one, and then this one, and same concept, different celestial element. So here we have the moon, and these have raised stars as well as cutouts. So I was going to do the same on the sun with the raised stars, but I didn't. And this also, you'll see when it's burning, and this I just did gold. So here they are as a together. And it's funny, they're both the same exact jar. I have Tom save his jars for me, but this one looks so much bigger just because of the, I don't know, the way it's done. But so that's what I'm going to be doing right now, you guys. I'm going to be melting some wax, making candles, making more tiles, doing more gifts, sending stuff out. Tonight I'm going over to the cave and we'll be mailing out Christmas cards. Like, my kids are easy. They want, you know, money. So they get money. I'm going to do the Amazon Prime thing at the last minute for the grandkids. And Tom and I are not supposed to buy gifts for each other. We buy gifts all year round. So, and I still got to get something for Nick, too. So, anyway, that's where I'm at. My mom and my sister, a couple friends far away. So, some of you, my dear friends, may be getting things from me after Christmas, like New Year's gifts. Who knows? But I love all of you, and that's what I'm going to be doing right now. As far as lunch goes, I don't even know. I'm hungry right now, but I really don't even have time for anything. I have some leftover rice. Maybe I'll steam some broccoli and put it on some leftover rice and just, woohoo, have rice and broccoli. It actually sounds really good. A little bit of soy sauce, maybe some garlic. Anyway, I'm not cooking. I'm going to go cook. So that's what I'm doing today. And I'm going to end this vlog right now because I got stuff to do. So blessings of the solstice to you. Happy Yule. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for your beautiful comments. I appreciate each and every one of them. And I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. If you are alone this holiday season or feeling down, know that I love you. I'm sending you a warm hug. And I hope every minute is brighter. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Oh, and one other thing. I canceled my appointment with the Queen of Swords for tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I'm a big wuss. Look, you guys, see, I didn't even know what side it is. It's not hurting today. Knock wood. I don't want to have pain on the holidays. So as long as I'm okay, I'm going to postpone it a week or so. All right? I know that's not good. But are you surprised? You shouldn't be. Don't be surprised. That's what I do. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. And I don't have a dentist appointment tomorrow because I've already canceled it. I love you, and see you soon. Okay, you guys know I can never say goodbye. Literally, this took 5 minutes to put together. I had some leftover rice. I steamed some broccoli. I minced up some garlic. Added a little of the teriyaki sauce I showed you earlier in the week. And sprinkled some sesame seeds and crushed red pepper. I am going to dive into this right now. I wanted to ask you guys, I wanted to share this with you. This is my garlic press, and I have literally had this press for, oh, I don't know, 20 years or so. It is my most indispensable item that I have in the kitchen. Let me know what you guys use. What's your favorite kitchen item? Have a great day. This time, I'm really saying goodbye. Bye, guys. Love you. See you tomorrow.